Hey, welcome to Near Shores Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Another frustrating day, just really something I don't need. Nobody does. But I'll tell you something, customer service across this nation has just gone to hell in a handbasket and in the crapper. I've spent 3 days trying to look at a property, and I've set up 2 appointments, and at the last minute they were canceled. And then I was looking at it, I got confirmation to look at a different property. I'm out there waiting at the appointed time early, because if you're right there on time, you're actually late in my book. So I show up at least 10 minutes early, waiting for the person to show up. 5 minutes after nothing, 10 minutes after nothing. I'm trying to call for the representative, and their phone is in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I speak English. We're in America. I speak English in America. So I can't leave a message because I can't understand what she's saying. So finally, this lady shows up, and I'm like, hello, where are you? And she's speaking broken English. She doesn't even speak good English. And I'm saying, I'm trying to see this property. And she goes, yes, I can see you. I said, well, where are you? I'm right here. Where are you? I don't see you. You're supposed to show me what I'm looking at. So here she comes walking from the next parking lot over, showing me this building. And I'm saying, yeah, I'm interested in the building. You know, what are we doing here? You know, you have it up for sale. What's going on? Trying to see what's going on there. Oh, it's ready. It's ready. Go up there, take a look. It's not ready. It's not even completed. The renovations are not done. I'm asking her, when is this going to be done? You said it was ready. It's not ready. I don't know. No comprende inglés. All right, who can I call to find out? You just wasted 3 days of my time, and now another hour and a half of my time? Call the company I originally called. That's a joke. I just said, okay. I called somebody else that had something else up for sale, and I'm like, not going to deal with that. But that's the customer service across this country. You have people that don't speak English, especially on the phone. I was trying to pay my AT&T bill, and I got some lady from Far East, I don't know where, but I couldn't understand what she was saying either. I said, do you have somebody that I can speak English so I can understand what she's trying to tell me? I speak good English. No, you don't. I can't understand what you're saying. I want to speak to an American that speaks English. She disconnected me. This is the frustration level, and I'm sure it's not just me. Everybody has the horror stories like that. But I don't, this is why, when people say, oh, yeah, these people are just here for a better life. Well, speak English or a common language and be understood so we can conduct the business. So that was really frustrating. And then what's so far is the cherry on top is I have been working to get a very nice paying, right up my alley job at a local hospital. Been working on it for a while, and I got the phone call, hey, we'd love to have you. We appreciate you. Went through the interview process, shaking hands, pat me on the back. Everybody says, man, you're just what we're looking for. You have the experience, you have the talent, you're doing this, and it won't be long before you could be a leader or manager, whatever. And we'll start you out at 18 an hour and then work your way up to 20. And I'm like, all right. So I spent 2 days filling out paperwork. Even had to go to the library because, I can't get my computer to work. So I went to the library using theirs and everything else, got that filled out, sent it all in. I have to pass any drug test. I can pass any P test 24/7. There's no drugs in this body other than, having to take a Tylenol, get rid of the headache that the Spanish-speaking person. And she was wearing like sleepwear pajamas, bottoms. She couldn't even get dressed and look professional. I'm like, oh my God, I'm done with this company. But anyway, got everything completed. No problem. Everybody's happy for me. Scheduling a physical. The nurse says, we have to have your card. I'm like, there is no card. I already had it. It killed me. I came back to life. I spent a month in the hospital, 2 weeks of it, on a ventilator. Been there, done that, ladies. Well, there's a problem. What do you mean there's a problem? You didn't tell me this, or I missed it, and I'll accept the blame. Hell, the print on the applications like that, even with 20/20 vision, you had to have, reading glasses, magnifiers. So she says, well, you can file for an exemption, medical or religious. I said, well, is that going to pass muster? I mean, I'm supposed to start at the end of this month. It only took a month to, hear back from you, pass everything, fill out all the paperwork. Well, it's going to be a while. So, I mean, I'm not going to get my job that I've been working for, talking to people for, 3 different people, 4 different people, shaking hands, saying you're wonderful and everything else, and I'm feeling good about myself. And now they're saying, well, it's a requirement. And you could ask all kinds of questions and say, let's point the error of your ways, but that's not the point. The direction, and people greater than me have made the sacrifices. Nurses, doctors, first responders, policemen, military, soldiers have lost their careers because they because they upheld their moral beliefs, their scientific beliefs. So now I'm like, okay, we may just have to pass that by because I don't believe that. But it's not the government that is going to force you into this, speaking of end times. It's going to be the businesses. Hey, airlines, you remember those bailouts that you needed to pay your people while the plague was going across there? If you need more bailouts, you will enforce our rule and have your passengers show their passport cards with a green stamp on it saying, yeah, they're fully in compliance, and you can fly. If you can't produce that, sorry, Greg, you can't go see your parents down in Florida. By the way, they're all deceased, but I use that as an example because I was flying down there to see them. You can't be on this plane because you don't have a green card. And that doesn't mean illegal aliens or people that are here allowed to be here. You're not in compliance, so you don't have the green light. You can't fly. We need that bailout money, the federal taxpayer money that I'm putting in there. Hey, you need to buy that food? Well, I'll tell you what. You got to show your green light so you can buy food. Don't have that. Well, you can't buy food here. You want to fly? You have to be green lighted. If not, there's other ways of transportation down there. Oh, you want to take a bus? You're going to be on a bus for 3 days. We're going to require a green card, green light, in order for you to be around people. Nope. You have to find another way to get down there. This is how the government's going to manipulate that philosophy. And now, as of January 2023, all medical buildings, all medical services are required to ask for your green light card to make sure you're in compliance. And if you refuse they document that and provide that information to the federal government. Why? You can ask yourself that. Think about saying, I need that job. No, we're getting relief from the plague, and they're providing that for us, so we have to enforce their rules if we want that extra bonus money. You want to fly? Nope. We need the bailout money, so we have to, use their rules, their regulations. You need that job? Nope. You want to eat? You got to be able to be in circulation amongst the people in the store, and only people that have the green light can shop here. You see where I'm going with this? You see what's happening? So you're going to have to make decisions, like many thousands of other people before me, greater than me. I'm going to make that decision. And I'm going to say, no can do, senor. No can do. And I'll be fine. It's just a lot of aggravation. But that's the direction we're going. The spirit of delusion, the time of lawlessness, no buying, no selling, no trading. All part of prophecy, folks. So you better buckle down and have your mind made up that this is what the direction we're coming, this is what's going to happen. And who knows? I'll fill out the paperwork for asking for medical or religious exemption. They may say, hey, somebody put in a good word for you. We're going to allow that. That'll make me happy. If not, there are other places, so fingers crossed, but it's just a lot of frustration and aggravation. Customer service sucks across America right now, and it's going downhill. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Please refer this channel. Give me the thumbs up. Tell me, leave in the comments section. I don't need books or novels or anything else, just brief. How lousy has the customer service been to you? When I can't understand who I'm talking to, pay my bill, that's a real problem. And I want to pay my bill. You take care of yourselves. Greg out.